Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how you can create endpoints for your REST API in Spring Boot. So for this one it's gonna be a part parameter. So if maybe you wanna add a parameter to your endpoint and also using part variables. So I'm gonna be using Spring Boot for this one, and yeah, just tune in and then you can see. Right, so the okay, right, so if you haven't seen my video when I was creating this, so you can just go to my channel and then you'll see how I created this one. So this is the mapping for my API. So this is just the basic mapping where you usually go if you want to get this. Yeah, but yeah, we are not here for this one for now. Right, so the first thing you need to do is to you don't really need to do it, but I want to create a function that will get a function that will get, let me see, the user by email. Yeah, find by email, and then it's gonna take in a string which is my email. Yeah, and then that's basically it. Oh yeah, and also maybe you wanted to pass two parameters, so this one I'm gonna make it in such a way that it handles that. um, find by email, and password. So this is gonna be a string email and a string for the password. Right, and then so you don't need to implement these methods. So Spring Boot is gonna implement these methods for you with something like the select, which selects the everything from user users, where something where like something like email. Yeah, okay, yeah, if you know SQL, yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. So um this thing, Spring Boot is gonna create that for you, so you can chill there. So the next thing that I want to do is to go to my service, and then I'm gonna create a method for getting the user by email. Get user by email. Right, so this it's gonna take in a string which is an email. So how this works is it's gonna return, remember that method that I just created from the repository, so I can just call that which is get it's not get, it's find by email, this one. And then what is it finding? Yeah, okay, so it's complaining. Okay, so this is optional, so I need to add or else if I don't find the user, I'm just gonna return now, which that's fine as well. Okay, so this one, it gets the user by email, right? And then the second one which I created getting the user, public user get and password. So this is gonna take in the email and a password. Right, so the implementation is also the same for this one. So I'm just gonna return the user. So sorry, it's find by, which is this one, and then it's also optional, so I need to also or else just return now, which is fine. Yeah, so there's no problem with this one. Yeah, so I've covered both of these now. I'm gonna go to my controller. So this is where the magic happens. So for the first one, I just want to get so using the path parameters. So for example, if maybe it's something like so okay, let me just get on with it. And then so this one is just going to be a get mapping. So the path, it's going to be user. Well, let me just make it get user. So there's nothing you add on this one, so you leave it as is. For the mapping, okay, so that's fine. And obviously I wanted to return user. And then the request parameter, it's gonna be a email, which is a string. Yeah, so the request parameter is gonna be the email, right, which is gonna be my string. So this one is gonna point to this just defined by email only, not the find by email and password. So just calling my user service and then get by email. Right, so that's basically it. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna just get the user by email. So if I refresh my page here, and then right, so there are no problems there. And then I go to this, right. So remember the endpoint that we created, it's just get user. Oh, and also these API users, it's this one. So this first one, API users slash get user. So yeah, so you can do your magic here. So it can be anything, so that's up to you. So for this, for the demonstration purposes that I'm using it for, this is fine. So get user. So as you can see here, to specify the parameters, you need to have this question mark here, and then the name of that parameter, which for me it's just email, and then whatever that parameter is going to be. Okay, right, so just this. And you can do something like and password, or yeah, password or something, and then password is gonna be equals to da 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 da, you know. Yeah, so you can also do something like that, and then like pass multiple parameters. But obviously if you do that, you will have to specify here as well, because the function that we have at the moment is only getting one parameter, which is just email. So if you did something like that, you would have to also add another request parameter here, and then add the password and yeah. So just let me quickly test this one. Right, so as you can see here, it gets the user from the database using the email. Okay, so that's one way of doing it, and then the other way is to use part variables. So for using part variables, it's pretty much the same. Oh well, it's not really the same, but okay, let me just get it done. So this one, it's gonna be a bit different for the mapping. It's gonna be get user. It's still the same mapping, but but with extra stuff. So it's gonna be get user. So what am I using to get the user? It's email here, and then okay, I'm using the email. Okay, if I wanna add another one, I can leave it like this. That's gonna be fine. I'll be able to get the password, I mean the user, like this, but I can also add a password here. So something like password for here. Yeah, so password for here, and then what I'm gonna need to do is, well, obviously change this to, it's not a parameter now, it's a path variable, right? And then that path variable, it's a string. Also, you have to be careful with this one, because this variable right here, it needs to match whatever is here. So if you have something like emails, let me just add an s here, it's gonna give you an error. It won't it will not work, so whatever you do, this email right here must match whatever part variable you have here. So yeah, email should match this so that it can pinpoint where this is supposed to go, right? Okay, so the other one is gonna be another part variable, but this it's also a string and a password. Yeah, and the password. Okay, so same procedure here, and then also this needs to match whatever is here. So just be careful with that one, because it can be very tedious to work with this. You'll be like coding for a very long time and then looking for a bug, which can be very hard to find at times. So you need to be careful there. So what am I returning? So I don't want to return something heavy. It's just, well, okay, let me just show you how the other method works as well. So user service and then dot, right? Yeah, so I'm calling on the method, this one right here. So this one is also gonna match my password in email, and then return the user. Okay, so yeah, I believe I have everything done now. So if I can just refresh, and then right, so there are no errors. Yeah, there are no errors. And then yeah, okay. So I need to find that password. I don't know what it is. So it could be 2, right? Could be 2, and then 2square@gmail.com, and then the email, the password is could be 2. So if I send, as you can see here, it returns whatever I'm asking for. yeah, so this is basically it. With this thing, it's kind of easy when you get to using it. So yeah, just keep on going at it. Cool. um what else am I missing? I think I've covered most, if not everything, that I need for this video. Yeah. Okay. Cheers, guys.